Imagine coming home from work one day, your mortgage is paid, your bills are current, but there's a stranger's lock on your door. You don't own your home anymore because your HOA president just took it. This I sent to a movie. It is exactly what happened at Casablanca condominiums in Dallas, Texas, where one man turned neighbors into prey and their homes into his personal cash machine. What would you do if the same people you pay to protect your neighborhood were secretly plotting to kick you out of it? At Casablanca condominiums, a quiet complex in North Dallas, families bought homes to build a future, but ended up trapped in a nightmare, run by a man who twisted HO rules into his personal empire. Russell Hoff thought he made a smart investment when he bought his condo in 2007, but instead of peace and security, he got leaking roofs, cracked walls, buckling floors, and a neighbor with no respect for the word no. Russell's upstairs neighbor wanted to expand into Russell's vaulted ceiling. Russell refused, so the next morning, he woke to the sound of hammers as a crew of strangers ripped his roof apart anyway. That neighbor was no ordinary neighbor. He was Scott Strite, the president of the HOA, and this was just the beginning. Scott Strite didn't just bend the rules, he buried them. Soon, he and his family quietly took over the entire HOA board. His wife, his son, his business partner, all slipped into positions of power through a secret election that never even had a meeting. How did Strite get away with it? He admitted in a deposition that there was no in-person vote, no proper meeting. He simply held an internet poll, collected the votes himself, and declared himself president. With control locked in, he dropped the hammer on every homeowner's wallet. Strite announced emergency repairs, a new roof, new gates, a new elevator, and other upgrades, demanding over $270,000 in sudden special assessments. Linda Pearson, a retired teacher, was grieving the loss of both her parents when she opened her HOA letter, pay $3,294 in 30 days or risk foreclosure. When she asked for a payment plan, Strite told her, "No problem. I'll just foreclose on your unit." And he wasn't bluffing. 4 homeowners lost their condos that year alone, including Jason Moore, who paid every mortgage on time, but woke up one day to find out that HOA now owned his unit. All over a $6,200 bill he says he never agreed to pay. But the nightmare didn't stop at surprise bills. Strite and his board began sending threatening inspection letters, demanding that every unit open its doors for an internal inspection. Owners were told their appliances must match, their walls must be smooth and bubble-free, their countertops flawless, or they'd face daily fines of $200, with the threat of foreclosure if they didn't pay up fast. Owners who refused entry were slapped with fines so big they added up to tens of thousands of dollars in months. Many believe it was all a scheme to push people out so Strite could scoop up more units for himself cheap. Meanwhile, the emergency repairs the homeowners were forced to fund were done without proper permits. The city of Dallas stepped in, slapped stop work orders on the illegal construction, but by then the damage was done. Hoff's ceiling still leaked. Other owners complained they never needed a new roof in the first place, but the money? Gone. And guess where Strite moved while the condos crumbled? Into a brand new 6,000 square foot mansion conveniently listed as the HO's new property management address. Terrified, some owners simply stopped paying their dues, but in Texas, that's a trap. If you stop paying, your HOA can foreclose on you, even if your mortgage is current. And the same HOA president orchestrating the fines and the assessments was the one buying up the foreclosures through his own company, one unit at a time, building his empire off his neighbor's misery. But Russell Hoff and a few brave residents had enough. They lawyered up, filing lawsuits against Strite, the HOA board, the property management companies, even the construction companies. They claimed the elections were rigged, the assessments illegal, the fines abusive, and the entire board a corrupt racket hiding behind HOA authority to steal homes and ruin lives. But fighting back isn't cheap, and Strite knew it. He dragged owners through months of legal threats, filed general denials, and kept the foreclosures rolling. And while Strite claims he's just protecting the property's value, his own neighbors describe it as a mini mafia, one where the enforcer wears a suit and sends letters instead of breaking windows. Even now, new letters keep coming. New fees, new assessments, new demands for money, all backed by the same threat: pay up or pack up. So, could this happen to you? If you pay HOAs, the ugly truth is yes, it could. Many homeowners trust that an HOA will protect their investment, but if you don't know the bylaws, don't show up to meetings, Dawn. To watch the elections, you re-handing over power to people who can turn your dream home into your worst nightmare. That's exactly what happened at Casablanca. So before you buy, read every line. Before you vote, ask for proof. And if your HOA starts acting like a kingpin instead of a caretaker, don't wait for someone else to stop them. Shine a light, tell your neighbors, stand together. And if you ever get a letter like the ones at Casablanca, know this: your signature might protect your home better than the board ever will. If the story made you double-check your own HOA, hit that like button right now and share this video with every homeowner you know, because next time it might be your neighborhood. Subscribe for more true HOA horror stories, and stay tuned, the next one might be even worse.